Hello, today we are going to learn how to measure liquid ingredients and dry ingredients. So remember, to measure liquid ingredients, you need this kind the cup. It's only one cup. It can be glass or it can be plastic. And here we'll tell you how many cups you need, okay? So always read this part, okay? Because the recipe always asks for half a cup, third of the cup, or 1 cup of liquid ingredients. Well, today I'm going to measure my liquid ingredient, and I'm using water. But I never do that, because if you do it this way, it will not be right, because you have to do the exact amount the recipe is asking you. So what I do, I put in my flat surface and I pour the ingredient, okay? And I make sure it's the right amount, because you need to know that it's the right amount. So I'm gonna pour in my bowl, my liquid ingredient bowl. So there it is. Right now, I have another bowl. This one is gonna be for the dry ingredients. And the recipe is asking for half a cup of sugar. Okay, I got my sugar in here. I always put a little bit over the cup, like this kind, like that. If you can see, it looks like a little volcano in there. And I use my knife in a flat surface. You can use plastic knife or whatever you have in the kitchen, but it has to be clean, okay? Because remember, you're making a recipe. So what I do, I go like that, and I pour the leftover of the sugar in my container. And now it's even. You can see that it's even. So when it's even, I put it in my bowl that is for the dry ingredients. So it's right there. So now I have my baking powder, and it's asking me for one. Let me open it. It's asking me for I think it's half. Let me see, half of the teaspoon. So remember to read that, okay? So what I do is I go inside, and you see how much I have left over. So there has a little corner in there. Look at the corner in there. And you can go like that. You don't need a knife for that, because this container has that. So you see how even it is? So you pour in what? And the dry ingredients, because baking powder is what? Dry ingredients. So now, and the recipe is asking me for 1 teaspoon of oil. So what I do is I'm pouring the oil. Don't pour in you have the bowl in there. It has to be outside, because if it goes over, what happens? You put in too much, and the recipe says 1 teaspoon. So I have the teaspoon like that, and I drop it in my liquid ingredient, because oil is a liquid ingredient. Sorry. Okay, so remember, I got my 2 ingredients in here: baking powder, sugar, water, and oil. So did you see the difference? Why I have 2 bowls? And when you have your whole ingredients, the dry and the wet, you mix it up with the whisker. And after you mix it up with the whisker, you pour the dry ingredients a little by little, and what? And the wet ingredients, a little by little you pour, okay? Until everything is together. And you start with the recipe. So this is the way you're supposed to do. But remember that always read the recipe and always read the measuring cups, okay? And make sure it is what the recipe is asking for, because you don't want to make a recipe that is not right. Always follow the what the recipe is telling you, and everything will be fine. So I hope you learned something today. If you don't learn something, if you need any questions, please don't hesitate to call me or email me, and I will try to help you, and I for sure I will help you. Okay, so enjoy your time in the kitchen. Bye bye.